Hi, a quick video for Essential Skills Exercise 3, the algebraic division part of that exercise. A few questions are causing a little bit of trouble, so I've made a video to help you guys. So 2h is causing a bit of trouble. A lot of people are getting an answer of 2v, and let's have a look at why it's not 2v. So what I would always suggest when dividing algebraic fractions is to write it as a fraction rather than just doing a division, which leads to trouble. So if we write 16uv over 8uv squared, then we can simplify. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. So that 2 is as part of the numerator. U divided by u is just 1. And v over v squared, well, if we think about the v squared, the denominator term there, if we think about that v squared as v times v, we can divide this v by this v to get 1, and we're left with a v on the denominator of the fraction. So that's where the answer of 2 over v comes from. 2o, essentially the same question, different numbers and letters, but it's the same skill and the same trouble is occurring. People are getting 7xy as an answer, so 42 divided by 6 is 7. X divided by x squared, again think of x squared as x multiplied by x on the denominator there. So one of the x on the top, or the numerator, will divide by one of the x's in the denominator to give 1, and you'll be left with an x term in the denominator, just like we had up here with the v terms. Okay, and the numerator here, thinking of this as y multiplied by y, one of those y's divided by this y in the denominator will give 1. We'll be left with 1y in the numerator, so 7y over x. Okay, so those two questions, essentially the same thing. You probably either have them both correct or both incorrect. So that is where your mistake will be, no doubt. 4c, right, if we're dividing, if you have more than one term, if we want to divide by x here, what quite a few of you guys are doing is just doing x squared divided by x here. You need to divide every single term by the denominator if you're going to simplify in that way. Okay, so if I wanted to simplify or cancel by x, I need to divide this by x and also this by x. Okay, I can't just divide one because the whole thing is being divided by x. So you can't just divide one term by x, you need to divide the whole thing by x. Alternatively, take out a common factor. So a common factor of x, so we've got x multiplied by something divided by x. Well, x divided by x is 1, multiplied by the something. So we're just left with x minus 5 there. 4d, again, essentially the same as 4c there. So some of you guys are doing a divided by a here, and you're leaving the a squared. And again, until somebody spots that for you, you're going to continue to do it. That's called a misconception. Thing about misconceptions, they're very hard to spot. So when myself or one of the other teachers has a look, we can spot that for you. We'll create a little video and get it back to you. Okay, so please watch these videos, they're very important. So we need to divide a and a squared by a, so it'll be 12b plus a all over 4. Or alternatively, this is more of a foolproof method, take out a common factor if there is one, and then a divided by a is 1, so left with 12b plus a over 4. And 4g, again, we're just repeating the same skill here, guys. So if we're going to divide by pqr, it's every single term that has to divide by pqr, or alternatively, take out common factor. So pqr times 1 is pqr. pqr times pr would be p squared qr squared. And then pqr divided by pqr is 1. We're left with 1 plus pr. Okay.